But before I answer this question, I really want, as a last point, to really thank the Minister for the guidance he has provided to me. I've worked with him, as he has indicated, on the days when he was a Deputy Minister and come back twice in the department. And I think, Minister, I want to say to you, what was important in the relationship, which is always an issue, is not having this understanding of the different roles of an accounting officer and of a political head. So you had a clear grasp of that process. So it helped me to have an environment where I can be able to do whatever I wanted to do, but within the limits both of that guidance. So I really want to thank you for that. You have made a lot of contribution to me, that whether we are in which position, but what is important is that we must be able to have a way of putting things, and we had a listening ear to say, okay, teacher, I agree with this one, or I don't agree with this one, but let's do it like this. And then at the end of the day, I think it's what has moved the department to the levels where it is. And also, I want to thank the colleagues which I worked with in the department, management, and all the staff up to the lowest level. Remember that Home Affairs is everywhere. Any office you see it, it reports to headquarters. So for us to deliver, we depend on those colleagues. So I want to thank them. And as well as the labor, because for us to have a relationship with our workers, we need to work well with labor. We have worked well, whether there were issues where we do not agree with this, but all that was to take the department forward. Lastly, is to say what has been the driving force for me and the colleagues in the department was simple. The understanding that the services of Home Affairs, you can't get them anywhere. We are a monopoly. So that was putting pressure now to us and say, if people can't get those services, what must we do differently in order to ensure that they do get it from us? So we looked at modernization is what will help us as a department. So it's a drive which will continue to be driven in the department until we achieve it, because it will help us to make sure that we're able to service everybody. As we said, our clientele is everybody, whether it's a child born yesterday is already a clientele of Home Affairs, or somebody who died while we are coming here is still a clientele of Home Affairs, or is a visitor who wants to come to South Africa. So that's what was driving us. I think that driving force is still remaining in the department. Now, the last question again was the one to say what capacity. They call them executive, but I'll be reporting directly to the CEO of the bank. Thanks.
And maybe just to add on to that, DG, is it coincidence that the banks that are going to be partnering with the department happen to include the bank that you're going to?
Yeah. No, as we said that, you remember the thing of the banks, we started it as, I think it was launched around about 2014, 15. You remember that we started with the 4 banks, and we did indicate that any other bank wants to join. Because what we're looking for is just the access of our services to our people. So whoever who comes will take that opportunity. And it's not only the banks. So remember, we even mentioned then that will go to the post office, will go to any other entity which can be able to do that. So it's just the banks are there to do that, but I could have, in fact, when I was discussing with the minister, I said, no, I had other offers, but I decided to take this one. It was not the only one. So it's just that I decided on this one.
Okay. Just 2 quick things. They don't have to be recorded. No. The Discovery Bank is only the latest to join in. So it wasn't one of the original banks. And secondly, there is no benefit to the banks to the partnership. There is no benefit that will accrue to them through this partnership, because ultimately we are taking over their space, we are utilizing their data lines, we are doing a whole lot of things that they are offering to us, but for the and it's not even, it's for their existing clients. So every bank will be providing the service to their existing clients. It's not as if we are bringing new clients to them. It's to their existing clients. So everybody has a choice to choose their own bank. It doesn't mean that now we have to go to Discovery Bank. He's going to have to do his own work for that. It doesn't have to rely on us.
Thanks, Minister. Just before we close, DG has
No, thanks, Minister. Without taking the mic and throw it down, but I really want to thank the media. Colleagues, we work very well. And I will be able, now I knew, as I was saying, in when one of a person who taught me how to manage media, Ronima Mwepa, was saying to me, if you don't treat media good, you can't expect them to treat you well. So I know that maybe at times I was disappointing when you wanted to talk to me, but I was trying. So with that, I really want to thank you and say thanks very much, but I can't throw down the mic because I'm not retiring. I'm still continuing with my work. So thanks very much for that.
Thank you very much, DG.
Okay.